Yo, welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Great League, and let's see what team we're going to be trying out. So we're going to be using the Talonflame paired with the Ferrothorn and the Toxapex in the back. So we're going to switch out into the Toxapex. We get met with a Typhlosion. Interesting switch in here. However, Typhlosion is very tricky. It is able to get to his charge moves very quickly. We're going to throw a good timing here. We throw this brine. This brine does grab a shield from our opponent. We are going to be able to get to another brine here. So this is either going to grab the second shield or it's going to KO. They decided to double shield out of this situation. We're going to shield here so that we could potentially get to another move. But they are going to have double. So we have to double shield here just to flip this switch here. And that's exactly what we like to do. We are going to go for this brine. This brine does take out the Typhlosion. We see the Licky come back in. They are going to be able to fire off a move. We have to let this go, obviously, and then we're going to come back in with the Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is going to be able to resist these fast moves, but these Shadow Balls are adding up. You can see right here, we're going to throw this Power Whip. It does get him into the red. We're going to have to survive another Shadow Ball. We do get to the Shadow Ball right there, and then we're going to take them out with our another Power Whip, and we just got to hope for the best. We're going to see the Clodsire come in here, and unfortunately for us, the Clodsire has Stone Edge probably, and it's going to take out our Talonflame. So GG Strike Button unable to wiggle out of that lead, tough lead, and unfortunately the Typhlosion took down both of our shields pretty early, and we had nothing to protect the Talonflame. Okay, here we go. We got the Talonflame versus the Gastrodon here. So for now, favorable lead. We don't know what moveset they're running, so this is going to be kind of tricky. We let the first one go, ends up being the Body Slam. So we are going to be able to fire off a move here. Fly does get used. They are going to be able to survive it. We tank the next Body Slam here, and we're just going to go for this Fly immediately. It's going to get the KO or get the shield. So they're going to switch out into their Clodsire. We're going to go into our Toxapex immediately here. Toxapex is going to be able to tank a move, so we're going to let the first one go. They go for the Stone Edge bait. We're going to go for the brine here to do some super effective damage. But either way, the Clodsire needed to get to 2 moves, so I guess that's why they went for the Stone Edge. They go for another Stone Edge though, so they really don't. Okay, maybe they don't have Earthquake. Maybe they're running the Stone Edge Sludge Bomb. So we don't know. We try to catch an Earthquake right there, but it ends up being another Stone Edge. At this point, they definitely don't have Earthquake, I guess. We're going to farm up some extra energy here, throw this brine before they get to their next move. They decided to let it go. We end up seeing the Wall Rain. Wall Rain here is going to have to shield because it's going to be their last Pokemon. We are going to be able to grab that shield, and then we go into our Ferrothorn. We're going to let this first one go. Ends up being the Icicle Spear. That's fine. We know that this is going to be another Icicle Spear, but because we're getting quite low, we're going to have to invest the shield right there. At this point, the goal is to get to 2 Power Whips. First Power Whip does get shielded. We are at another Power Whip, but they're going to be able to throw a move. Icicle Spear does get thrown, doesn't quite KO, and we are going to be able to reach another Power Whip right here for the KO. So GG Strike Button able to win that game. With the Ferrothorn, honestly, the Ferrothorn able to tank all of those Icicle Spears, and plus, I guess they weren't running Earthquake. That could have been a Stone Edge Sludge Bomb Clodsire. Okay, here we go. We got the Clodsire in the lead. Another tricky matchup here, but we're going to show the first one just to see if they have the Stone Edge. There's the Stone Edge, so confirmation the Stone Edge is indeed on this Clodsire. We're going to fire up a Brave Bird right here. It does get some huge damage, and then we're going to switch out to tank whatever move. They go for the Earthquake. That's fine. We can tank that, and then we see the Feraligatr in the back. This Shadow Feraligatr is going to be a problem, as our Toxapex here is going to throw a Sludge Wave. It does grab that shield, so good shield by my opponent. We're going to go into our Ferrothorn here. Hopefully, the fast move pressure of the Ferrothorn is going to get this low enough so that we can potentially farm down with something, because you can see right here they're just spamming a ton of Hydro Cannons. They switch out, and then we're going to fire off a Power Whip here to take out this Clodsire. They come back in with their, what is that, Machamp? The Machamp here is going to have to end up shielding. And then here we're going to shield because we're very close to another fly. They go for the cross-shot bait, which is fine, but we're going to be able to get to this fly before them anyways. So we take out this Machamp, and let's see what they have right here. They're going for the CAP Tide. So we know that they have relatively no energy, and then now it's a race to the move. Yes, we do get the farm down like we hoped earlier with the Ferrothorn. So Ferrothorn's Bullets is able to come in clutch, barely winning that game by one fast move. Okay, next game, let's see what we find. We got the core of Talonflame and Ferrothorn, by the way. Okay, great lead here. They switch out into their Gastrodon. Okay, so Gastrodon here is going to be able to throw a move. We're going to let the first one go. Oh, we get debuffed. That is really bad. Now we are going to have to shield here, and we are going to be able to get 2 Power Whips off, but they can shield here and basically flip the switch. Let's see if they end up electing to do that. Yeah, they go for the double shield, and then we're going to have to switch out of there here. They have Earth's Power, so we know that we can potentially farm down is the plan here. They go for another Body Slam. We trying to get some Incinerates to go through. Wow, unfortunately Incinerates do not take out the Gastrodon, and now we are in a bad spot. We were trying to get all that energy to fire back at all of their backline, but unfortunately the Gastrodon was able to farm us down, and this is not looking good. Really low health Ferrothorn, and Toxapex pretty much has an uphill battle against this Sandslash here, so let's see how much damage this Brine does. Okay, ended up only being like 20%. We needed that to KO, but unfortunately unable to win this game here. The debuff with the Earth Power ended up costing us the switch right there. But yeah, given that we did lose the switch, we were still fairly okay. Here we're going to switch on to the Toxapex here and go into the Dunsparce. Dunsparce here versus the Toxapex here is going to have to tank these Drill Runs. The Drill Run, though, doesn't quite KO the Toxapex. We're going to fire off our Sludge Wave here, trying to get to another move. Okay, this is key. This is going to get the shield, or it's going to get the KO. So it does grab a shield, which is fantastic. We're going to have to farm down with something. We decided to go into our Talonflame here. This is kind of an aggressive farm down. We know that this is going to be the rock side. Do we tank it? We do tank it, and we are able to farm it down. Now we have 2 Shield Ferrothorn. Let's try to win this game with the Ferrothorn. They have the Feraligatr firing up a Crunch. We do avoid the debuff, which is great. Ooh, they have Mandibuzz in the back. So Mandibuzz here is going to be pretty tanky. We fire off the Thunder to deal some super effective charge move damage. And now it comes down to 50-50. Do they shield here, or do they let this go? They decide to shield. And at this point, I think our only play here is try to catch a move. Trying to build up energy. Trying to catch? No, unfortunately, I'm unable to catch the move. We are going to throw this Thunder, though. This Thunder here is going to deal some super effective damage, taking out the Mandibuzz. But this Feraligatr had a lot of residual energy, able to reach a Hydro Cannon to take us out. So did just our opponent. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.